So how was the first day, and what's it like to be back in a somewhat normal situation?
It felt good, man. It just felt good to be back. I'm sure like everybody else kind of feels, getting back on the field and actually starting to push forward, towards the season. Mini camp and stuff was cool, but now's the time that everybody the team actually starts to gel together.
Is it a little different for you because you didn't participate last year's season in training camp? Is it a little different for you to get out here and it's nice to be back?
I've started off, injured before and rehabbing and not being out here, so it's no different to me as far as that aspect goes. A lot of the older guys, expect to be professionals and know how to coordinate. So just out here flying around and trying to help the young guys.
Is it too early to say that you guys are trying to set the tone, or is it that you already start doing that in the mini camp?
I think that starting in mini camp kind of helps, but being out here in training camp and kind of knowing what's at stake and how soon the turnaround is from training camp to preseason and into the actual season, kind of lights a fire up under your ass because there's no time to play around, there's no time to take plays off or practices off, and guys are just trying to learn and trying to get better.
What's your advice for guys? You've been doing this a while now. What do you recommend coming in
just to be a sponge. The meetings are going to go fast, and that's what OTAs and mini camps are. What they're for. Because training camp we don't have time to stop and slow down or to go back, or coaches got staff meetings and stuff. So your time is limited to learn. So just to continue to be a sponge. A lot of the older guys. We're not trying to keep secrets or anything, whether it's LG or Dev or the older offensive line with David and Check. So we realize that you kind of only as strong as your weakest link. So we're just trying to pull everybody along and get as much information as far as everybody's able to grasp it and retain it.
Last year for the 7-9 postseason season in the playoffs, did you sense the building real hunger to get back to where you guys belong?
I wasn't here last year, but I'm sure the same thing was there as far as wanting to be well and working hard and stuff. So I can't really speak on that, but as far as myself, man, I'm glad to be out here. I'm glad to be to get back to working and be with some of these young guys and just getting ready for that first preseason game or practice or whatever it is, but also just kind of knowing that each day is important, and whether it's in meetings or out here on the field, you don't want to take any of that stuff for granted.
Dont'a, level of excitement that you kind of see some of the pieces that you guys have decided on defense. I know we're early here, but when you look at Judah, Kyle being back, and Josh last year coming in as a rookie, and sort of some of the movable pieces that you have at that linebacker level and that front seven level?
Yeah, man, they're all really good players, obviously. Otherwise, I don't think that we wouldn't have been drafted here or, spending that money to get those guys in. But it's been good. Obviously, all those guys come in and they work, so it's not something that has to be pushed or echoed, throughout the locker room with the Patriot way and all of that stuff. But Josh is eager to learn, Judon's eager to learn, and whenever you have guys like that who have that extra energy and motivation to push themselves, it kind of feeds off on other guys. So I'm sure it's all welcome from all different parts of the organization, and it's just it's been good, great actually working with those guys.
Dont'a, you're early in Stephon Gilmore has made it clear that he was studying up like more money on paper. Just what does he do for your team? What's the value of having Steph in that secondary?
Anytime you can put a guy on somebody and he's locked up for the game and you don't have to worry about that guy, it makes my job a lot easier. It makes the offensive coordinator's job a hell of a lot harder, trying to figure out how to give other guys the ball. And whenever you can take the best player or whatever, the best player out of that, which is a passing league, that does a lot for the defense.
Dont'a, your early impressions of Mac?
I would say so, man. Like I said, no older guys are keeping secrets, man. Everybody's just trying to, push everybody, whether it's Steph or JC or Dev or whoever it is. Everybody just wants to get better.
Dont'a, your early impressions of Mac and
one practice in here.
but do you feel like the competition has
And I think that, I mean, again, bro, everybody knows it. 90 people on the roster, 93 or something. There's only going to be 53 on the roster. So, I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, whether they're competing out here or they're competing in the weight room or they're competing in the film room, I mean, there's only so many spots. So, if you're not competitive, and I mean, pretty sure everybody in the locker room wants a spot.
When it comes to competition aspect of offers, what have you learned about fellow Alabama guy back so far?
Just that he's doing what they're asking of him. You know, I haven't been able to like sit down and critique everything that he's doing, and I don't see me doing that anyway. But he's a sponge. He's a smart kid. Makes good throws and good decisions, and hopefully, you know, he's got, you know, Cam and Josh and all those guys to lean on. But again, he's one of those guys who's just going to make the team better and make that room better.
Did you have a relationship with him at Alabama before?
No, man, he's like 10 years younger than me. Bro. I've been gone for a long time.
Is it, you know, last time you were here in training camp, obviously, you know, Tom Brady was here, he was the guy. Is it a little different when you're on a team where there's more of a competition at that position, especially defensively when they're rotating a quarterback sort of in and out like that?
Honestly, man, in training camp, we're rotating with everybody. So, I mean, whether it was Tom or Hoyer or Jimmy or Danny or whoever it was at the time, I mean, it's competition. It's just a fix of, you know, guys coming in and coming out. Just enjoyed my time off, man. That's about all I can give you there.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.